Who on your team is ready to lead a project, but you're still holding on to the steering wheel? Hi, my name is Brittany Canaski. I'm a leadership coach and trainer here at Hello Velocity, and today we're going to talk about delegation, more specifically what I call level 3 delegation, and that is delegating to lead a project. This is typically for more experienced employees on your team who are very familiar with the projects, with the resources, with the tools on the team and needed for the project. They've likely done this project or a similar project in the past, and you trust them with more responsibility than simply completing tasks because now they're going to be the point person on a project. So they're going to be leading it from beginning to end, and they're going to be the point person for other people involved, whether it's clients, whether it's other teams across the organization. They're going to be the one managing the different resources involved. And it's going to require them to see the bigger picture strategy of the whole project and potentially other areas of the organization like different departments and teams. So what you're responsible for as a person delegating is number one, setting those clear expectations. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. This is one of my number one favorite tips for leaders is that we need to be setting as clear of expectations as we can in the upfront, especially when delegating. But you're also going to need to be available for support along the way and review the project after completion and give any feedback along the way as needed. As the person that you're delegating to, they're responsible for leading the project. So they're coordinating resources, timelines, people. They're likely going to be executing tasks along the way as well. And they need to take that ownership of coming to you and asking for support as needed. And then lastly, they're going to review with you after completion and provide that feedback to you as well of what they've learned and any other edits or changes that they would make in the future. The watchouts here are very similar to level 2 in that, again, you need to have very clear expectations in the upfront when you're first assigning this project to the person. Take some time before you have that conversation to think through all the different things that are involved that you want to bring to that conversation with the person, any watchouts that you want to share with them of what they need to be thinking about along the way. You want to have that more strategic level conversation with them about the project, about the resources and other people involved, and help them see that higher level picture. Because as someone on your team, they may not be as used to thinking about higher level strategy like you are as a leader. So you may want to give them that bigger picture of the why behind the project, of the who all is involved and why it's important, and maybe all the different personalities of the different people that are involved that they may not have worked with as closely. So you want to be the leader that's helping get roadblocks out of the way for them, kind of give them a heads up beforehand, help them set themselves up for success. And with that too, again, you may want to have more of a brainstorm conversation at the upfront of what they want this to look like along the way, what their plans are, what they are thinking that they're going to start with, maybe take a bit more of a step back in this level where you want them to obviously take the ownership and be more responsible for it. And you want them to have that excitement to run with the project. You don't want to be telling them exactly what to do step by step, because then they're probably going to default to you and not feel like they're actually the owner of the project. So again, each of these has their delicate balance that we are doing as a leader of how much we're involved, how much we're taking a step back. And thinking back to our road trip metaphor, this is one of those where you likely won't be in the car with them along the way. You want them to be the one driving, and you want to be the one that is on their speed dial that they can call whenever they have questions, whenever they want to brainstorm something, or whenever they're hitting a roadblock, and you want to be there as support. But you don't want to be in the car telling them, okay, turn now, okay, hurry up, speed up, nope, stop. We don't want all of that back and forth. We want them to feel comfortable in the car themselves. So we need to provide all the resources that they need ahead of time and talk through it with them to see if they feel confident with it. And if they don't, ask them, what else do you need to feel confident doing this? And as always, remember, when it comes to a road trip metaphor for delegation, it's all about the end result and the end destination. So we need to be very clear with that expectation. But remember that the other person may take a slightly different route than you would. And that's okay as long as we get to the same destination in the end. So take a few moments now. Think about the different projects on your team. Think about the different team members on your team. And where can you be delegating at a level 3? Or where have you been and how can you be doing it a little bit differently going forward? That's it for today. Continue watching to learn about level 4 delegation.